Right, Shalom. I'm going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders at GMS to rule well. Peace and blessings to the Akim that's out there fighting, doing his work with truth and sincerity. It's your brother Bouncer Pod. Back at you again with another lesson. And Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect men out there that are listening, watching these videos. As you see before you is it's earth. That's probably called, as we know through the Spirit, is caused by the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. An earthquake has occurred and kind of, and shook up or broke the ground into what you see right now, like a little small crater. And the scriptures speak about the pride and the pompous, which is the same thing, of this place. This place, if you could think about all the ancient kingdoms back in the past that was on top, this kingdom that we're living in today is all wrapped up. All those kingdoms back then are wrapped up in this one kingdom where we're living in today, man. And you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans has eaten it up, because America is like the seat of civilization, like this beacon of light for the world to see and how to be and to come over here and prosper and how to act and carry yourself. Not knowing that, not including Yahweh Bashim Abishai in any civilization is not going to make it. He's going to shake it up, man. He's going to shake up the ground because of the pride that you carry along with your rulership. Because you thinking that the top elite, these people think that they are the Most High in any country that's on high. Like in Matthew, Lord willing, I'd like to get into it more. There's a city called Capernaum. Capernaum is like your Hollywood today, so to speak, back then. It was real, they was doing real nice and doing real well, man. You see? So the same thing now in this country that we live in today. The pride of this country had reached up into the heavens, which when you have a lot of pride, what comes with pride? Wickedness, idolatry, lust, glutton, abominations, eating abominable things. So with this pride comes with an irresponsibility to keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments, man. And when you follow the Bible, His laws, statutes, and commandments are not grievous, man. They're not grievous for you to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments, man, to the best of your ability in this kingdom. So because of these people, the arrogance, I'm going to just go get it, Isaiah 13 and 11, and I will punish the world for the evil. The world, no place on this planet is safe from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. He said, and I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Who is the terrible? The so-called white man, Edom, Esau. They're a very bunch of proud people, and the heathen nation. So basically, and 2/3. You can add, you could throw 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in there as well. Along with the heathen nations, y'all are a bunch of pride-ass people, and like the Spirit had me mention, pride comes with being wicked, man, and not adhering to the laws of Yahweh Bashim Abishai, man, and doing them to the best of your ability. So Yahweh Bashai in the book of Isaiah, I forget the chapter, he says, I will come out of my place to visit the inhabitants of the planet. So the things you see happening is the left-hand side of Yahweh Bashim Abishai, man. The military coming in. You see the troops, the diseases. Did not he plague Egypt? Was not Egypt on high? And what did he do to Egypt? Everybody hear and see, meaning I'm pretty sure a million people that watch the Ten Commandments. And a lot of people have heard that the Most High had brought down, Yahweh Bashim Abishai has brought down ancient Egypt, man, because of the pride, and plus Pharaoh had the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in captivity, man. You see? So Isaiah know in 13:11, and the Lord was telling him, and I will punish the world for their evil. Because these people are evil, man. Gunplay, violence, drug trafficking, sex trafficking, underage kid. This is a wicked and evil generation that the Bible speaks of. That's why the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, had flooded the earth with water, because it repented him to have made creation back then because of what? The wickedness and the evil that was being perpetuated throughout that generation, man. And the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. You don't see a lot of, now in the script, you still gonna have prideful people until their last breath, man. So there's still a bunch of pride out here. Also, the pride is also being humbled too. It's humbling down. You see what I'm saying? So the doing of Yahweh by Shema Shah spiritually is bringing all the proud and haughty people to their knees. The scriptures say every knee shall bow, man. There's not going to be not one stone unturned in the return of Yahweh Shai, man. And us, Lord willing, being men of the Lord, we have to fully walk with that shield of faith as this storm builds up. He's empowered. I just read in Ezra, I'm reading the book of Ezra. It said, matter of fact, Salaki. Walked away from my phone because I'm reading the second Ezra, and this was going to be a separate lesson. According to me, the Spirit say otherwise. This was going to be a separate lesson, and the Spirit brought it out. And everybody, those who's in the faith know that Ezra was getting these dreams, and he was concerned about Israel. He was like, "Wow, man, gee whiz, man, like war is me, like, man, what I'm gonna do? What do I need to do?" So and the angel was talking to Ezra, and this is second Ezra 12, start at 46. Be of good comfort, O Israel, and be not heavy, thou house of Jacob, for the highest hath you in remembrance, and the mighty hath not forgotten you in temptation. So the men that's out here laboring with truth and sincerity, man, to hopefully the Lord is not going to forget the works that we've done, and we continue to do, and have the faith, and keep asking for this faith, and keep begging him and begging him and begging him. Now ain't the time to beg Yahweh about your mouth with supplications, man. Fast, do something, what they call it, intermediate fast, and do something, man. Because the Lord is not going to forget us, man. We have to believe and trust that, because he's about to punish this place. He's about to shake the planet, man. And the ultimate shaking is those thermonuclear missiles, because it's going to be a third world war that the scriptures, that the Bible speaks of. People think we crazy, we conspiracy. Man, the Bible says what it says. You just need the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Abishai to be upon you to be able to see these things, man. If you would see these things, you would be amazed. You would be like the men of the Lord that's out there prophesying, man, doing their best to stay in the good graces of Yahweh Bashim Abishai. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. You see, he's finna lay low all this pride, all these females, these other heathen nations looking down upon the men of the Lord, and 2/3 looking down upon, looking down on the men of the Lord. He's finna bring all that. It's gonna flip flop. Lord willing, we gonna be up, and you guys gonna be down, because we coming with, a humble spirit towards Yahweh by Shema Mashah, man. Because there's nothing we can do without him. There is nothing we can do without. We can't do anything without Yahweh by Shema Mashah. I don't care who you are. You can't do nothing without those powers, man. So as this flood come in, now check this out. The scriptures say his name. He said the righteous know his name, and They all run into it, and it's like a strong tower that they run into, getting those names. So as the storm builds up, that tower, you're gonna have to be on that tower, man. You're gonna have to be fully invested in Yahweh by Shema Shah to escape this boisterous wind that is coming on this planet, man. So he's using Esau, okay, to bring in these plagues. It's Yahweh by Shema Shah that's causing this to happen, man. So he go show the world with their pompous that he still exists, and he been in control. And then after that, you gonna meet your demise, man. This is Haggai, man. This thing here. I'm about to turn this sideways. Shalaki. Wait, we'll turn. Okay. Let's go to Haggai 2. They're doing the same thing. Shalaki, brothers. Long Lord willing to do spirits edifying, man. Whatever the elect can get out of it. All right. I ain't perfect. Hey. Turn it back around now. Hopefully okay, well, let's see. This is, I don't know if it's still recording. You can't see me. We can see. It's on green screen. This is Haggai 2:6. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, yet once it is a little while, and I will shake the heavens and the earth and the sea and the dry land. Because he's shaking the planet one time with what? Water. Rain fire down on Sodom and Egypt. The only thing lived during the time of the flood was the animals in the water, because the water raised up and they were swimming. You know what I'm saying? Everything on land was through. Done. You see? He's going to shake this planet, man, because of all this abomination that's been held up high in the society. And people think that since they doing wickedness and not taking heed to the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh by Shema Shah, they think they gotten away with something, man. But you haven't, man. The Lord is going to, if you're not doing what He say to do, He's about to pay you a visit, man. I'm gonna end it with this. This is Hebrews 12:25. See that ye refuse not him that speaketh. For if they escape not who refuses him that speak on the earth, much more shall not we escape, if we turn away from him that speaketh from the heaven. So who is speaking? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is speaking through who? Men who he set up on the planet. They are called, back then they were called seers. Now they are called prophets. They're called apostles and elders that's out there prophesying, telling you these things. So see that ye refuse not him that speaketh. So if you refusing what the apostles and elders and the men on down that's laboring, risking their lives and sacrificing their lives to tell you these prophetic things that's going to take place, and you don't adhere to that, that's like you're not adhering to the words of Yahweh Mashiach Shah, man. See that ye refuse not him that speaketh. For if they escape not who refuse him that speak on the earth, much more shall not we escape if we turn away from him that speaketh from heaven. You see what I'm saying? You're not going to escape anything because you turning away from Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah, who's speaking through men. When you read in the scriptures, he tell you he always revealed his secrets to his servants, the prophets. He had in Jeremiah 28:8, he spoke through prophets from the beginning. And you read the book of Acts chapter 3, he takes from the beginning, he spoke through men who he set up, man. So when you're not adhering to those men out there, if you're not accepting those men, you're not accepting the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah, whose voice then shook the earth. But now whose voice then shook the earth, but now he hath promised, saying, yet once more I shake not the earth only, but also heaven, right? And this word that we're teaching through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashab Bashab, beginning with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down, yet once more signifying the removing of hope, the removing of those things that are shaken, as of things that are made, that those things which cannot be shaken may remain. And the only thing that's going to be remaining is the elect of the nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because they got this word and they held on to this word. They trusted, believed in this word wholeheartedly, man. It says, verse 28, wherefore we receiving a kingdom which cannot be moved. See, we waiting on the kingdom, man. We waiting on Yahweh Shai to come back with the angels so we can get back to our kingdom, which ain't gonna never be moved, which cannot be moved. Let us have grace whereby we may serve the Most High acceptably with reverence and godly fear. So by you seeing those men out there, that's godly fear that you see. The men is out there teaching, beginning with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the men on down throughout America and around the world. That's godly fear, because we fearing, because we know the power comes with Yahweh by Yahweh Shai. We know and see what that power can do, man. And look, the scriptures say he meditate terror. So we only know to a certain extent of what's going to happen. It's going to be bad out here, man. Make sure it's recording, okay? Wherefore we receiving a kingdom which cannot be moved. Let us have grace whereby we may serve the Most High acceptably with reverence and godly fear. 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans not receiving the word, and the word that you heard, you didn't mix it with faith. You didn't receive the men out there who was telling you. By you not receiving those men who was telling you, you didn't receive Yahweh by Shema Bashai, because the Spirit rests upon those men. You don't want to receive a kingdom that cannot be moved. You got all your hooks, line, and sinker in this kingdom, but you go fail with this kingdom, man. It says, as the word yet once more signify that removing of those things that are shaken, as of things that are made, that those things which cannot be shaken may remain, man. You have to be the elect, the hopefully elect of Yahweh by Shema Bashar, man. Because everything you see, cars, rivers, bridges, buildings, trees, malls, planes, trains, automobiles, whatever you see before you, it's going to be uprooted, man. The only thing that's not going to be uprooted is the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So there's a picture here before you. It's a picture where this earth is shaken up by an earthquake from who? The Heavenly Father, man. So he's coming to do the same thing as a whole on this planet. He's not going to do away with the planet, but boy, he go destroy parts of the planet, and the kingdom with Yahweh Shai, with the 144,000, is going to be reestablished on the planet, man. It's going to be a rightful king, a righteous kingdom, man, that's coming. We have to hold on and know that the Lord didn't forget our works. For those who sincere about this thing, man, and not playing around with it, you know. It's just a quick lesson, Lord willing. Hope it was edifying. Until the next time, I should say, Shalom.